We start doing courses because of pressure, suggestions by our family, friends and classmates without thinking too much about them. That's exactly how I started pursuing the Chartered Accountancy course, and I wish that I could turn back time and talk to my younger self and tell her about the degree that she's getting into. So if you are planning to do the Chartered Accountancy course, or maybe you've just started, this video is for you. Hi everyone, my name is Mehar and welcome to another YouTube video of mine where I share content on all things related to careers, productivity, positivity, the works to help you accelerate your career. And for those of you here for the first time, I'm a chartered accountant from India and an MBA from Imperial College London, and I'm here to help you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video if you find it useful, and if you have friends who are planning to pursue the Chartered Accountancy course, I'm telling you they will find this useful, so please do share it with them. Okay my friends, so this video is going to be exactly the kind of video that I wish I watched before I jumped into pursuing the Chartered Accountancy course. Of course, I did have friends and family members that I could speak to. Even though I was the first chartered accountant in my family, there were family friends and friends who were pursuing the degree or were successful CAs, but I really wish that I had someone telling me these 5 points that I'm going to share with you today. I have already made lots of videos where I share my journey of the CA course as well as the advantages of pursuing the CA course. And of course there are many advantages, but today's video is going to be focusing just on the things that you need to be aware of before you go and sign up and register for this course. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the very first thing I wish I knew before I started this course, my friends, is that the course is structured in such a way that the entry is easy but the exit is difficult. What I mean by that is that now the CA foundation exams, which are a set of 4 papers, may be easier to crack than the CA final exams. And I so wish that I knew this, because I gave the CPT exam, the Common Proficiency Test, which was the CA foundation exam in 2009, and at that time I scored a distinction. I scored really good marks. And because of that, I got really pumped to do the Chartered Accountancy course. Of course, it was a great motivation and a great guiding light to keep going. I really wish that someone had told me, okay Mehar, it only gets tougher and tougher from here. Each new level of the course is at least 10 to 20 times more difficult to crack than the previous level. So as you move through the different stages, different levels of the CA course, you have to prepare yourself to become better and better every day. You cannot be relying on the old information or the old knowledge that you gathered in the previous level of the exams. You need to keep upskilling yourself. You need to keep revising your strategy on how you will be studying in the future. So I guess I was happy too soon when I cracked the CPT and did superbly well. And the second point I wish somebody had told me, my friends, that this degree gets very lonely at the same time as well as very competitive. What I mean by that is because it is such a vast degree, it is so in-depth, the knowledge that you're trying to gain. You will have to do a lot of self-study. You will have to put in the hours to cover the entire syllabus. And because the Chartered Accountancy course doesn't really have a campus that you go to like college and university, all the studying is done independently by yourself, sitting for 15 to 16 hours a day on your desk by yourself. And yes, that can be lonely when all your friends are, studying on campus with their friends, or even if they are part of a learning institution, you may not feel like you have any campus as such that you can be going to or taking the advantage of. And competitive, I mean, is that when you start your articleship training at a CA firm, you will be competing with lots of articles over there, lots of other trainees who are just like you. And sometimes the spirit can get a little negative, it can be a little draining. So it's very important to find the right set of friends who are your cheerleaders, who you can count on when it comes to notes, when it comes to classes. These are the people who can have your back. So it's important to maintain that positive atmosphere around you. So if you are somebody who needs people around them, then maybe this degree may not be the right one for you, because it requires a lot of self-study. So think again before jumping into it and doing what I did, which is switching to correspondence from my regular college. Ask yourself that question: do I want to go to regular college, or do I want to sit at home by myself and study for this degree? Everybody's priorities are different, but you need to make that decision for yourself. And the third point I have sort of already covered, my friends, and that is that the syllabus is so extensive, it is so vast that you will have to make some personal sacrifices, because you'll be self-studying for so many hours at a stretch, especially close to the exams. There will be sacrifices that you'll have to make on the personal front. Now that could be in terms of, giving up on social activities, meeting your friends, going for special occasions, like I did. I missed so many weddings, so many birthday parties that I couldn't go for because I was studying for these exams. You have to maintain that right level of discipline to finish the entire syllabus. Sometimes your personal sacrifices could also be in terms of health, your physical and mental health, which is why it's very important, my friends, not to get lost and drained in the extensive syllabus, but maintain all parts of your personality. So just remind yourself that this is one of the toughest set of exams in India, if not in the world, and you will need to be disciplined, you'll need to work hard, you'll need to be self-motivated to get going and crack these exams. It's not easy to become a chartered accountant, but if it were easy, everybody would do it, right? So just be aware and be prepared for the sacrifices that you are willing to make if you do decide to pursue this degree. And the fourth thing I wish I knew, my friends, was one does not get paid much as an article trainee. The stipend of a trainee is not too much for the number of hours that you are working. Yes, you are in the training phase, you are expected to learn a lot, absorb information as much as you can, but that's what you have to tell yourself. It's like an unpaid internship, because you're just there to learn, you're just there to increase your knowledge, get the practical ways of doing things rather than just mugging up the theoretical knowledge. And just on the articleship front, I also wish I knew what auditing was, what were the different services that a CA firm offers beforehand. So if you are planning to do your articleship, please educate yourself on what are the various fields that a CA can get into or a CA student can get into. And my fifth point is, my friends, that before I jumped into this degree, I wish I had literally sat down by myself and understood what kind of a person I am, what are my interests, what are my long-term career goals before jumping into a degree. If I knew in advance, okay, a CA does XYZ type of services, am I actually interested in those XYZ type of services? Am I interested in pursuing a career in that field? I really wish I had done some self-reflection, but then again, I didn't have mentors who could help me do that kind of analysis. So it's very important to be having conversations with people who are at least a few years ahead of you in the journey, who can guide you, who can look back and tell you, okay, no, yaar, don't do something this way, do this instead. And that kind of support I did not have. I did not recognize and realize that I'm more of a creative person than somebody who could do auditing for the rest of my life. So please, my friends, self-evaluate, self-reflect, talk to people, and if you are confused and want to discuss that with me, sign up for a one-to-one mentorship session with me through the link below, and I will try and help you out. So that's it, my friends. Those are my 5 points that I wish I knew before I started the CA course. Is it a tough degree? Yes. Is it challenging? Yes. Does it require a lot of discipline? Yes. Is it worth it? Definitely is. But that decision has to come from you. Don't get pressurized, don't get influenced. Make that decision for yourself, my friends, so that there are no regrets later. So wrapping it up here, I'll be back soon next Thursday with another video. But until then, keep working hard, keep recognizing what your long-term goals are and working hard towards them. I hope to see you soon. Bye.